All right. Okay, so this is our 3 p.m. Saturday webinar class called Building Your Future, Taking Control of Your Money. And this is brought to us by International Marketing Group, or IMG, as part of their Global Financial Literacy Campaign. So ang IMG po kasi, no, they have a mission na makapag-educate financially ng mga tao. And their goal is 30 million Filipinos by 2030. No? So itong campaign nila, this is called 30M by 30 Financial Literacy Campaign. So you can see down here sa ating counter, no, that we are somewhere in the 4 million already. And this campaign started only last year in June of 2020 na in the convention, we were kasagsagan yun ng pandemic, di ba? But in the convention na online, lahat ng mga IMG members, they committed to financially educate 30 million Filipinos by 2030. So binibilang po bawat isa na uma-attend sa ating mga webinar offerings for financial classes. And for today, this is probably more than 4,004,000 na, no? I think we're around 4.2 na siguro at this time. But more or less nandito pa tayo sa 4 million. So we have a long way to go, and being an attendee of today's webinar already means that you are part of the 30M by 30. Okay? So I want to give also a brief background of myself. My name is Simfina Susa Enriquez. Most of my friends and family, they call me Simpay. And you're free to do so as well. No? So Simpay na lang para shortcut. No? And yung training and profession ko po is in the clinical research industry. So I have been working in the clinical research industry as a clinical research professional for over 12 years na po. No? So we are the ones doing initial testing on the drugs, no? Mga gamot, mga vaccines. So yung mga tinuturok po sa atin ng mga COVID vaccines, no? Dumaan po yan sa mabusising clinical research. Okay? Before we can actually use them, they need to be tested. No? Lahat ng mga medical devices, drugs, vaccines. So that's where we come in. Yun yung work ko. Okay, but on the side, I'm also a financial literacy advocate, a senior marketing director with IMG for 5 years and counting. So over 5 years na to for sure, no? That I've been with IMG. And even though okay naman yung aking work, no, sa clinical research, I enjoy it. It's rewarding, it's fulfilling, and in terms of compensation, okay din siya, no? But hindi ko po talaga na nakita, no, hindi ko po natutunan yung pag-manage ng pera out in any of the trainings that I attended, any of the schooling that I attended. No, dito ko lang talaga na meet sa IMG, no? So si IMG ang nagturo talaga sa akin how to save, how to invest the right way. All right? And then I am also a mom of two. So if we have attendees today na mga parents, no? So kaway-kaway sa mga parents, mga dakilang parents. I am also an investor since 2014. And I also manage this page, yung Prosperous One. So this is the logo of my page. You can feel free to look for it in Facebook and like it and follow it, no? Para if you are interested to know more about personal finance tips, doon nyo po mababasa. Okay? So I try my best to put content there na relevant din po sa personal finance, investing, savings, no? So I hope you follow that page as well. Okay, so for today, this will be the content, no, ng ating discussion. So para sa mga nagtatanong, mga na-invite to attend this webinar, and you're wondering, no, kung ano kaya ang i-discuss dito sa webinar na to, this is the parang overview, no, na pinapakita ko sa inyo ngayon. So first of all, I will be sharing with you yung mga challenges natin in terms of finances, no, in the future, and even some already in the present. Okay, and then after that, we will talk about the 4 key financial concepts na dapat alam ng lahat ng taong humahawak ng pera. Okay? The number 3 is to provide you with a summary of what is included dapat in our complete financial plan. Number 4, we will talk about investing. And in this investing section, we will be discussing mostly about stock investing. So may dalawang klase po, direct and indirect stock investing. No? So I'm sure most of you are interested to know about that. So please wait for that section no bago kayo umalis sa ating webinar. And I really hope na i-complete nyo po no, yung webinar natin today. It will be worth your time. Then the level 1 investing naman is for those na wala pa talagang nasisimulan, mga baguhan sa investing, no? This will be a good recommendation for you. And then I will also discuss on how IMG, our community here in International Marketing Group, can help you sa inyong financial literacy and financial security journey. Okay, because I'm sure you are here because you want to better your personal finances. You want to elevate, no, have a financial revolution po sa buhay ninyo, no? So I hope we can help you there, no? So most of the concepts na i-discuss today is from this book, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future, Become Your Own Financial Educator. No? So this book is not just online. Meron po tayong hard copies nito. No? Papakita ko po sa inyo. Ayan. Hindi kita. Yan. I think you can see this. Yan. Alright. So meron pong hard copies niyan. And if you want to get a copy for yourself, you can feel free no, to ask yung taong nag-invite sa inyo sa webinar na to so that you can get a copy for yourself. Okay? Here in the book, it says no, that when it comes to securing and saving their future, many good people fail. No? So baka may kilala kayong mabait, sobrang bait na tao, sobrang madasalin, pero nahihirapan sa kanyang finances, no? So siguro may mga utang siya, no? So we know people like that, right? Smart people fail. Hardworking people fail, no? So maybe you also know somebody na super smart, nag-graduate ng honors, no? And then masipag din siya, no? I'm sure karamihan po talaga ng mga Pilipino is hardworking naman and we all want to do a good job. And sometimes we even take on more than one job, no? And sometimes we're maraket pa, no? Sa weekend, kung ano-ano ang mga racket. So, hardworking talaga, di ba, yung tao. Pero, nag-fail pa rin when it comes to finances, no? Nahihirapan pa rin to make ends meet, to pay the bills, no? Hindi, nalilate pa rin sa mga due dates, no? Overdue pa rin sa mga bayarin. No, so these are things na usually nakikita natin. We know this is like common na, no? And we also see young people and old people fail. No? So in short, parang walang exempted, no? So there must be something missing. So many of these people will end up retiring without enough savings, right? So yung retirement crisis is coming up, no? So karamihan sa mga tao na magre-retire na or retiring na, they usually are without enough savings. And so nahirapan sila to stop working, no? So kailangan pa rin talaga nila magtrabaho. Yan, these people don't set out to fail. They do because they fail to plan and manage their personal finances. That's right, no? So walang taong nagtatrabaho na gustong mag-fail sa kanyang buhay pinansyal. No, walang taong ganun. Wala po akong kilalang taong ganun, and I'm sure kayo din po, no? You are working because you want to have a better life, a better financial life for your family and for yourself, right? Wala namang gustong mag-fail sa kanilang personal finances. But how come they fail? No? What's missing? Ano yung kulang? They lack financial education. No? So ito yung kulang talaga, financial education. Hindi siya tinuturo sa school while we are growing up. No? Ang daming tinuturo sa atin pero hindi tinuturo ang financial education, which is very important also. So most of us, we are taught to work for the money, right? Work for the money. Yan, para mag-aral ka, para magkaroon ka ng magandang trabaho at magiging malaki ang sweldo mo. 'Di ba? Sino nakaka-relate diyan? No, so ako, 'di ba? Sobrang relate ako diyan kasi ganyan ang pag-push ng parents ko sa akin when it comes to my academic education, no? Pero nakalimutan yung financial education. And sabi ni Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, siya po yung author ng Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Ang sabi niya, one of the reasons the poor are poor is because they do not invest money or time into their financial education. No? So kailangan pala yung financial education, pag-investan din natin ng pera at panahon. No? So congratulations sa mga nandito ngayon at nakikinig sa webinar because you're already investing your time. No? And then, dahil gumagamit din kayo ng internet, you're investing your money na din. Diba? So yan, financial education is very important. All right? And why do we need to be financially educated? No? Because madami pong challenges when it comes to finances. No? We have a challenging future ahead of us when it comes to finances. And the first of these is the uncertain labor market. No? So may apat tayong major areas regarding challenges sa ating finances. And una sa lahat, topping the list is the uncertain labor market. No? Kasi we never know hanggang kailan meron tayong trabaho. Okay? So, siguro ngayon okay ang trabaho mo, no? You're earning big, permanent ka na, no? Hindi ka temporary sa work, no? But imagine those people who were affected by job loss in the past pandemic. No? Actually, ongoing pa, no? Meron pa ring apektado. So, hindi natin ini-expect yun na mawawala ng trabaho yung mga tao. And even those who have businesses, no? So, yung mga businesses nila nagsara because they had to close their shops, no, walang kita, they had to close their restaurants, yung ibang mga shops na mga small enterprises, kailangan nilang magsara kasi nag-lockdown, no, so bawal magbukas. All right, so wala silang kita. And actually, itong uncertain labor market, hindi lang to sa panahon ngayon na may pandemic tayo. So even outside of the pandemic, bago pa po yung pandemic, meron na po talagang mga trabaho na mga taong nawawala ng trabaho because of automation. No? So technology is advancing at a very fast pace, and yung mga trabaho before na dati ginagawa ng tao, pwedeng computer na ang gumawa, di ba? So madami mga nalilay off, and unfortunately no nahirapan sila to get work again. Okay? So even in my industry, in the clinical research industry, no? So nakadepende kasi yan kung madami bang projects. Kung onti lang ang projects, then syempre mahina din yung demand. No? And we had, I experienced din sa aming company before, sa company ko before, 5 years ago na nag-lay off din talaga sila. And strangely enough, no, yung mga ni-lay off nila is yung mga tao na very tenured na. No? So matagal na sa kumpanya pero ni-lay off pa rin sila, no? So hindi mo talaga masasabi no kung hanggang kailan ang work mo, right? So that's the first, no? That's the first challenge natin. Number 2 is the low savings and high debt. Right? Yan. So itong low savings and high debt, epekto talaga to sa fact na yung pagsisave, hindi siya talaga priority ng karamihan ng tao. No? So most people, they don't see savings as a priority, and madalas no napapahuli yung savings. That means na they think about savings as a last thing na lang, no? So nice to have na lang siya. So once you've paid off all your monthly bills, all your expenses, if may matira, then maganda kasi pwedeng maging savings. So hindi siya priority, right? So that then obviously magiging maliit lang ang savings, and most people dahil gusto rin nila na makapag-experience ng a lot of things now na you can easily experience through credit, like using credit cards to travel and buy yung mga things ganyan. So tumataas po yung level ng utang, no? So low savings and high debt, no? So talagang double whammy ka dyan. That has a very big impact on your retirement. And that's why you see many people na retirement age na, senior citizens na sila, pero kailangan pa rin nilang magtrabaho, no? They may want to stop working already or pagod na sila, no? But hindi nila pa kayang mag-stop mag-work because they cannot rely on the savings for their retirement, no? So that's number 2. The number 3 is the high cost of education. Okay, so here sa Pilipinas, alam natin na mataas talaga yung gastos pag nagpapaaral ka, di ba? Every year magbabayad ka ng tuition, and then every year nag-i-increase ang tuition. No, and then it's very sad na most parents lack preparation, no, for their children's education. Mas napaghahandaan pa yung first birthday at saka yung binyag, no, compared sa education. So it's really sad. We see, I'm sure you know somebody also na kinailangan mag-stop sa schooling niya kasi hindi na kinaya ng kanyang mga magulang to send them to school, right? So that's another challenge number 3. And then last but not the least is the increasing cost of living. And I'm sure makaka-relate tayong lahat dito. Kasi madaming nagrereklamo na ang taas na ng mga bilihin. Yan. No? And that's true. I'm sure na kung ano man ang nabibili ng 1,000 pesos mo ngayon, mas madami yung nabibili noon 10 years ago. Diba? So malaki na yung 10,000 10 years ago, diba? Pero ngayon, no, onti na lang yan. No, you're able to buy very little with your 1,000 pesos now. So the value of your money has decreased. Okay? And yung mga bilihin, syempre nagtataas yung presyo nila, mga essentials, no? And this is really what is meant by inflation. No? So ang inflation po, parati po yan siyang nandiyan. Okay? So nakadepende na lang kung ilang percent. No, so this year I think medyo mataas ang nagiging inflation natin, but last year medyo mababa, no? So hindi siya nawawala, no? Nandyan siya parati. And we need to know about inflation para we can then address kung paano ba yung tamang pag-iipon na para hindi masyadong apektado yung ipon natin when it comes to inflation. Okay? So ang inflation is on the average about 3 to 4% per year. Okay? So on the average po yun, no? Across several years. Minsan mas mataas doon, minsan mas mababa doon, pero on the average it's around 3 to 4%. And dahil nga po tumataas yung mga bilihin natin every year, no? Mas lalong nahihirapan yung mga taong mag-ipon tuloy, no? So hindi na sila nakakapag-ipon, and then mas nangutang pa sila. So that's another challenge na kailangan talaga natin ma-address, right? So these are the 4 major areas that we need to understand so that we can address them properly, right? So we need to learn to control our future kasi hindi po natin pwedeng iasa sa ating employer na sila mag-iipon para sa atin, or yung gobyerno man, no, mag-iipon para sa atin. They will never do that for us, di ba? So ikaw mismo mag-iipon para sa sarili mo, no? Your bank will not do it for you, no? Of course, your employer will help you. The government can also help you kasi meron namang mga government programs, no, like the SSS, the GSIS, no, the Pag-ibig, no. So these are things you can maximize because these are good programs that can help you to save and invest your money. Okay, and maybe your employer has also yung mga private programs nila, no, to help you invest your savings, di ba? So dati meron akong employer noon, I worked with a pharmaceutical company before, na minamatch nila, no, kung ano yung iipunin mo, imamatch nila. So for example, ako magsasabi ako na mag-iipon ako ng 1,500 every month, invest ko yan, imamatch nila. So yung company maghuhulog din ng 1,500. So in total, yung naging hulog ko na investment is 3,000, di ba? So that's one very good program that your employer can do for you. Pero ikaw pa rin mag-i-initiate, di ba? Pag hindi mo sinabi na mag-iipon ka, walang imamatch yung employer mo. So ganun po, no? Kailangan tayo mag-i-initiate, no? Hindi natin pwedeng iasa kahit kanino yung ating ipon at ating investments, all right? So the future is in your hands. You make the money, no? So sa money na kinita mo, dapat a part of it you save. You save the money, tapos it's also your responsibility to accumulate that money. Okay? So palalaguin mo siya. And then of course, kailangan protektahan mo rin siya. No? Kasi yung pera na yan, that money is hard earned. You worked hard for that. You need to protect that money. Okay? But you won't be able to do that if you don't become your own money manager. All right? So You need to become your own money manager. And how do you become an effective one? You need to be financially educated. So here are 4 key financial concepts na dapat mong matutunan para maging magandang money manager ka. You'll be a good money manager. You'll be an effective money manager. All right? So the first one is the X-curve concept. All right? So the X-curve concept is a very practical way of looking at your financial life, no, from start to finish. So meron siyang dalawang linya, one line going up na green, which we call the money line. Yan. And one line going down na blue, which we call the responsibility line. Yan. No? So obvious na obvious X na yun nakikita nyo, di ba? So kaya siya tinawag na X curve. And then sa baba, meron din po tayong tinatawag na timeline. Alright? So, syempre, yung timeline starts from the early stage until retirement. Alright? So, this is when we start working dito sa early stage. And obviously, no, mababa pa si money line because this is representing your savings, your investments. So, when you're starting to work pa lang, expected na medyo onti pa lang yung ipon natin, onti pa lang yung investments natin. But, on the other hand, mataas yung responsibilities natin. Diba? Kasi the moment you start working, ayan na yung mga bills, mga bayarin, no? So, yung essentials mo, ikaw nang bahala dun, diba? Pagkain mo, yung kuryente mo, tubig mo, no? Upa ng bahay, ikaw na lahat magbabayad nun kasi may work ka na, diba? So, lahat ng yan, responsibilidad mo. Okay? So, ngayon, ang tanong ko, ang responsibilities ba na yon ay permanent or temporary? Okay? Sige nga, sino makapagsagot niyan? You can chat in the chat box, no, for some audience participation kasi onti lang naman tayo ngayon, no? So sana you will indulge me and you will type in the chat box if ano sa tingin nyo itong mga responsibilities na to. Are they temporary? Are they permanent? Wala. Wala ba walang may alam? No? So dapat siguro ang tanong ko, ano ba ito? Permanent or permanent? No? Kasi wala tayong choice, di ba? Permanent talaga ang ating mga responsibilities. Hindi siya mawawala. Ibig sabihin noon, hindi siya mawawala. No? Kasi from the early stage until retirement, kakain ka, mananamit ka, magbabayad ka ng kuryente, magbabayad ka ng tubig. No? So lahat ng yan, they are permanent. Minsan nga, tataas pa yan. No? Kasi kung magkaanak ka, you get married, you have kids, no? You will have to pay for their education, everything, di ba? So, pag nangyari yan, then tataas yung responsibilities mo. Alright? So ngayon, si responsibility, there's little we can do about responsibilities because they are permanent. What we can do much about is the money line. No? So we need to save and invest slowly, no, as we move sa ating timeline, kailangan mapataas natin yung money line natin. We save and invest para mag-increase itong money line natin para here, sa pagdating natin sa retirement, mataas na yung money line, siya na yung sasalo ng responsibilities natin. Kaya bumababa si responsibility line. Kasi yung responsibilities natin, sabi ko kanina, permanent, di ba? Pero pag meron tayong mga savings and investments, no, yung responsibility na yun, sasagutin na ng savings and investments natin. Di ba? So yun ang target natin, yun ang gusto natin mangyari pagdating natin dito sa retirement. Okay? So as you go through this, sa timeline mo, no, nagtatrabaho ka, nagsisave ka, nag-i-invest ka, you're being responsible, and all of that, no, we have so many what ifs in life. Diba? So mga pwedeng mangyari sa buhay natin na hindi natin inaasahan. Like, what if you die too soon? Diba? And what if you live too long? Diba? So kung iisipin mo, diba? Parang, ano ba yan? Saan ba ako lulugar? No? So, what if you die too soon? What if you live too long? I'm sure, karamihan sa inyo, dito kayo gusto, sa live too long. Diba? So, what if you die too soon? No? Hindi natin alam kasi kung die too soon ba tayo or live too long. Kahit nasabihin natin, dito po ako ma'am, pipiliin ko ito, no? Pero hindi kasi, it's not up to us, no? It's really up to the Lord. And kung sasabihin ni Lord, ay masyado kang mabait, kukunin na kita. So, nandito ka napunta sa die too soon. So, we need to prepare for both scenarios, right? So, if you die too soon, you have to have insurance. If you live too long, you have to have investments and long-term care. Okay? So merong purpose po yung mga iba't ibang financial vehicles natin, financial products, no? So again, what if you die too soon? We have insurance as the solution. And what if you live too long? You have investments and long-term care. Now, what if magkaroon ng emergencies? No? So, ang emergency, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin kung kailan siya mangyayari, di ba? So, ang emergency, sakop niya tong from early stage to retirement. Dapat meron tayong emergency funds na nakatabi. Okay? So, emergency funds is for any emergencies that can come in your life, no, na magre-require ng funding. Kasi sabi nga nila, ang Pinoy daw madaming emergencies kaso walang funds. No? So we don't wanna be like that. No? Ayaw natin maging ganyang klaseng Pinoy. So we have to have emergency funds. And also, what if we get sick? No? So we have to have healthcare. Again, we don't know kung kailan tayo magkakasakit. That's why we need to have healthcare from early stage hanggang retirement. No? So very important itong healthcare. That's protection for yourself. All right? So I hope no you get the bigger picture, no, the big picture of your financial life. And one more thing na gusto kong i-share sa inyo sa X-curve is the concept of active income and passive income. Okay? So here in active income, obviously from the word active, meaning ikaw mismo, no, nagtatrabaho ka para kumita ng pera. So you are working hard para pumasok yung income, right? So active siya, active income. That should be here sa early stage, okay? So active income, you save and invest from your active income. Pagdating mo dito sa gitna, dapat, no, partly yung savings and investments mo, nagtatrabaho na rin yan para sa'yo. No? And then once you retire, completely passive income na lang. Meaning to say na hindi ka na nakadepende sa trabaho mo para kumita ng pera. Your savings and investments will be the ones earning the money for you para masuportahan yung iyong mga essential needs. No? So that's why you need to have investments that can give you passive income. Okay? So, pag-retire mo, hindi mo na kailangan magtrabaho. No? Even though gusto mo pang magtrabaho and kaya mo pang magtrabaho, hindi mo na kailangan pang magtrabaho. Diba? And you know what? Mas masarap magtrabaho kung hindi mo na kailangan magtrabaho. Diba? Because you will be working on things that you really enjoy. Diba? So, yun. Alright, so I hope clear po yung X-curve concept. Now, the second po is the rule of 72 or the rule of money. So, the rule of 72 is sometimes called the rule of compounding interest. Okay, this is actually how money works. No? So, ang pera pala, kaya pala nilang magtrabaho. At mas magaling silang magtrabaho kaysa sa tao kasi hindi naman sila nagsisick leave, hindi nagbabakasyon, di ba? So they work 24/7. They don't even need to sleep. They don't need to eat. No, they don't need to take toilet breaks. Okay? So money works 24/7 but they still need time, no, to work, no? So ang kailangan lang talaga ng pera para magtrabaho siya is time. Kaya the sooner that you start letting the money work for you, the sooner na pwede ka na rin mag-relax kasi your money will be working for you na, no? So hindi na active income. Yan. So itong rule of 72, sinasabi lang dito na if you divide 72 by the annual interest rate, you will get the number of years your money will double. Okay? So this is useful to help you calculate how long, no? Kasi sabi natin kailangan ng panahon para magtrabaho ang pera, di ba? So how long para your money will double itself, no? Given the annual interest rate. All right? So for example, no, para mas maintindihan yung lahat. Let's see how money can work for us if we invest in 4%. So using the rule of 72, we divide 72 by 4. That gives us 18. Money doubles every 18 years. All right? So, for example, we have somebody age 20 na meron siyang 100,000. No? So, ininvest niya yan sa 4%. Since after 18 years to doble siya, by the time na 38 siya, yung pera niya 200,000 na, more or less. Right? After another 18 years, 56 years old siya, yung pera niya naging 400,000 na. No? Kasi nagko-compound, right? So, yung 100,000 niya, after 36 years, naging 400,000. Di syempre, ang saya-saya niya, di ba? Kasi naging 4 times yung kanyang 100,000. But what if, no, meron tayong 8%, no? So using again the rule of 72, 72 divided by 8, that's 9. Your money will double every 9 years. So once again, using the same example, we have somebody age 20 with 100,000. But this time, every 9 years, dumodoble ang kanyang pera. So at the end of his 56th year, no, meron siyang 1.6 million. Alright? So di ba ang laki ng difference? No? Dinoble mo yung interest rate dito, pero dito naging 4 times. Di ba? So 2 times dito, dito 4 times. So what if we will triple the interest rate? Gawin nating 12%. So 72 divided by 12, that is 6. Money will double every 6 years. So once again, the same example, 20 years old with 100,000. This time, every 6 years, dumodoble. So kung titingnan po natin, at age 56, meron na po siyang 6.4 million. No? So ganun po kalaki yung difference, right? So imagine, no, dito, dinoble mo yung interest rate, naging 4x yung difference ng investment mo. Pero dito, triniple mo yung interest rate, pero yung return is, wow, 16x, di ba? So ang laki ng difference. But most Filipinos, they don't know this. No? They just save and invest sa bangko. Di ba? So syempre yun naman ang pinaka-familiar din talaga sa atin, di ba? Mag-save tayo sa bangko. But let me ask you guys, no? Can somebody tell me in the chat box how much is the interest rate na binibigay ng mga bangko ngayon? Meron bang may alam? Can you chat in the chat box if you are aware, no? Kung ano yung interest rate na binibigay ng bangko ngayon? I have a very shy audience today. No, nahirapan sila siguro na, or maybe they don't know. All right? Okay, so ako na lang magsasagot ng sarili kong question. So, banks right now are giving less than 1% interest. Diba? So, if you use the rule of 72, maybe 2%. No? So, yes, maybe we have banks that are giving 2%. Yes, those are digital banks. No? And in fact, we have digital banks giving up to 4%. Diba? So, medyo okay na yon, no? Kasi most of our banks right now, the big banks, they are only giving less than 1%. So pagpalagay na natin 1% ang binigay nila. So if you use the rule of 72, 72 divided by 1 is equal to 72. So it will take 72 years for your money to double, no? So ilang 72 years meron ka? 'Di ba? So maswerte kung meron kang isa, 'di ba? So dapat, no, alam natin kung saan natin nilalagay yung ating savings and investments. Take note that we are not against banks here. No? We know banks are very important din sa financial industry. But when it comes to savings and investments, the banks may not be the best place to put your money or invest. Okay? Kasi yung bangko, nagbibigay nga sila sa inyo, let's say 4% ang binibigay ng bangko sa'yo. No? You're probably saving in a digital bank if 4%. Yung mga bangko na yan, no, nag-i-invest sila dito sa 12%. So imagine, yung pera mo, pwedeng umabot ng 6.4 million, yung butal lang, yung 400,000 lang ang binalik nila sa'yo. Diba? So you have to know how to be your own money manager. Right? Ayan. So that's concept number 2. And concept number 3 is what we call the solid financial foundation. No, so the solid financial foundation is a way of showing us, teaching us, no, how we should be diversifying our financial house. No, so how we should be building our financial house. So kaya meron akong maliit na bahay dito. This is a financial house natin to. So parang nagtatayo ka lang din ng physical house mo. Gusto mo yung financial house mo matibay, no? Maganda ang pundasyon. Okay? So, yung financial house mo, dapat ganun din. And if you want to build your financial house the right way, you need to start from the foundation, no? So, dapat dito tayo magsisimula sa healthcare. This is the foundation of your financial house. In healthcare, we have short-term and long-term care. And the reason why it's the foundation is because it is actually protection for you. Diba? Ikaw na kumikita ng pera for your family. All right? You who are the breadwinner. Because if something happens to you, you get sick. If you get sick, for example, di syempre maapektuhan yung capability mo to earn money for the family, di ba? So that's the main thing, that's the main reason kung bakit nasa level 1 yung ating healthcare. This is the foundation of our financial house, right? Then going up level 2 is protection or life insurance, no? So here you are protecting naman your family. So dito sa healthcare, you are protecting yourself. In here sa life insurance, you are protecting your family. So some people think na pag bumili sila ng life insurance, sila mismo gagamit nun. But actually, ang life insurance, the purpose of that is for when something happens to the breadwinner, the family can receive the life insurance proceeds. No? So sila, ang family actually, ang pinoprotektahan dito sa life insurance. No? So these levels, level 1 and level 2 are the foundation kasi sila yung protection levels ng iyong financial house. Okay? Then on the third level, we eliminate debts. No? Kasi yung utang, para yan siyang anay sa bahay nyo. Di ba pag yung bahay inaanay, hindi siya matibay? Yan. So in the same way, sa financial house mo, anay yan ang utang. No? So kailangan bayaran natin yung utang na yan. Kasi remember, ang utang, meron din siyang tinatawag na interest. Di ba? So what did we learn in concept number 2? Di ba? Money can work for us, but it can work also against us kasi meron ding interest ang utang. And unfortunately, yung interest ng utang mas mataas kaysa sa interest ng mga investments. No? So kailangan bayaran natin ang utang para makapag-grow talaga yung investments natin. Now, level 4 is emergency funds. Okay, so ang emergency funds is also very important. No? So it is actually protection also, not for you or for your family this time, but for your investments, which is here on the top. No? So itong emergency funds, we recommend around 3 to 6 months of your income, no, to start with. No, kailangan po natin magtabi, no, mag-build tayo ng emergency funds, and this is where the banks come in handy kasi maganda pong i-park yung ating emergency funds sa bangko dahil mabilis lang po natin ma-access. No? So kailangan liquid po yung ating emergency funds. No? So hindi pwedeng yung emergency fund nyo ay isang real estate property. Kasi paano nyo yan gagamitin pag may emergency? Kailangan nyo pang ibenta. Diba? So hindi pwedeng emergency fund ang real estate. So it's liquid. That means you need to park that emergency fund in the bank at least 3 to 6 months of your income. And you can bring it up to as high as 12%, no? Because na-experience natin during this pandemic na may mga taong nawala ng trabaho for even as long as 12 months. Diba? So kailangan, no, we need to build our emergency funds. No? Kasi ang job loss, that falls under here, emergency funds. Okay? So like I said, protection ang emergency funds, no, para sa investments mo. Kasi imagine if lahat ng pera mo nandito sa investments, 'di ba? Tapos nagkaroon ka ng emergency. So what are you going to do? Kailangan mo i-pull out yung pera mo dito sa investments mo para sagutin yung emergencies mo, 'di ba? And worse is wala kang emergency, dito ka babagsak sa utang, 'di ba? So this is really how we should be building our financial house to give you the peace of mind that you very much deserve, diba? So how do we build it? Again, from the ground going up. All right? So that is how we build our financial house. Okay, so most of us, no, we are here. I know that most of you are interested sa ito, no, sa investments, no, and ganun din po ako, no. 5 years ago when I first attended the webinar, no, hindi pa pala webinar, seminar online face-to-face kasi wala pang pandemic noon, no. So nandun ako sa Makati office ng IMG noon, and that's the first time I heard about the Solid Financial Foundation. Hindi ko pa masyadong naintindihan noon. And at that time, ang habol ko ito, investments. Naghahanap ako, saan ba pwedeng mag-invest na lalago ang pera ko. Yan. And I'm sure you also want to learn more about investments. No? But once again, we need to build our solid financial foundation the right way. And no one says it better than our mentor, si Mr. Rex Mendoza. No? So ito si Mr. Rex Mendoza, idol na idol ko to siya. Because he was the one who really inspired me to become a financial educator myself. No? So sabi niya, you don't have the right to invest unless you are properly protected. Diba? So imagine, no? Wala pala akong karapatan mag-invest hanggang sa meron kang proper protection. No? So, syempre, hiyang-hiya ako noon when I realized na yung hinabol ko lang talaga is investments, pero wala pa ako yung mga foundations. No? May mga utang ako, tapos wala akong healthcare, no? Tapos wala talaga akong life insurance at that time, no? Zero, as in zero coverage. Except na lang yung mga binibigay ng employer ko. No? So, but my own personal na life insurance plan, I didn't have. No? So, I had to really catch up. No? So, I played catch up. And that's the reason why I'm here. No? Letting you know na you can also do it. No? Kahit na hindi nyo pa po na maayos na na-build yung iyong solid financial foundation in the past, you could still do it. No? It's not, hindi pa huli ang lahat. Alright? Ayan. And then the last financial concept I want to share with you today is the pay yourself first. No? So itong pay yourself first, we call this also the abundance formula or the 10-20-70 rule. Okay? So itong 10-20-70 rule, no? This teaches us kung paano ba talaga tayo mag-assure sa sarili natin na meron tayong maiipon, di ba? Kasi most of the time, walang natitira for savings and investments. No? So, but if you apply this abundance formula, you can ensure yourself na meron ka talagang savings and investments na maitatabi. No? So, from your income, first that you should do is to set aside your tithes and your savings and investments, no? So that whatever is left, you will then budget for your expenses and your lifestyle. All right? So from 100% of your income, you set aside the 10% for the tithes, the 20% for the savings and investments, and then the 70% you budget sa kung ano man yung mga bills mo, mga kailangan mo, food, groceries, no? So yun. In this sense, gumastos pa rin tayo, no? Kasi meron pa rin naman tayong inallocate. In fact, mas malaki nga yung allocation for expenses and lifestyle, di ba? But this way, nasigurado mo na yung pang-tithe mo at saka pang-savings and investment mo, no? So, especially those sa mga Christians or Catholics, no? Tithing is not a new word for you, di ba? But ito kasing pagta-tithe, we really encourage it here in IMG because our community believes in the flow of blessings, the economy of God, di ba? So, hindi natin kasi masasabi, no, within ourselves, hindi natin maintindihan yung ekonomiya ni Lord, no? But suffice it to say na nag-promise naman siya na pag tayo, sinishare natin yung blessings natin at ang hinihingi lang talaga is 10%. Pag sinishare natin yung blessings natin, tuloy-tuloy din po yung blessings para sa atin. Di ba? So that's why here in IMG, we encourage tithing. And then, of course, savings and investments and budgeting. No, living within our means or below our means. All right? Ayun. So here, no, we will summarize yung mga natutunan natin here sa Complete Financial Plan. So in the Complete Financial Plan, we need to address mga what ifs. What if I die too soon? The solution is life insurance. What if I live too long? The solution is investment and long-term care. But don't forget na kailangan meron din tayong healthcare, life insurance, emergency fund, and investments. Okay, so ito dapat po ang pinag-iisipan natin if we are thinking about the complete financial plan. All right? Okay. So before we move on, no, kasi i-break down natin yung mga solutions natin sa mga what ifs in life. Can somebody tell me, no, sa chat box if they are learning, no? So madami ba kayong natutunan so far, no? Is this something that you were able to apply, no? Is this something na pwede nyong i-apply moving forward, no? So you can chat in the chat box, please. Madami ba tayong natutunan? No, natatakot ako kasi baka kailangan ko ulitin, di ba? No? After 1 hour. Ayan. Okay, so I will take it as a yes. I will take your silence as a yes and move on to discuss about life insurance. Right. So sa life insurance, this is the solution to what if you die too soon. Now, why do you need to get life insurance? No? So, karamihan po ng tao, akala ang life insurance ay additional expense. And actually, isa po ako sa mga yon. No, that's why, sabi ko nga kanina, zero coverage ako. No? Wala akong life insurance 5 years ago before IMG. Kasi hindi ko naintindihan para saan siya. No? So, ang life insurance pala works like this. So imagine if you are the one working for your family, you're the breadwinner, and syempre gusto natin yung pamilya natin will have a comfortable life, diba? So we're working hard for them, no, we're pushing them up from poverty to a life of comfort. And then what if something happens to you? No, ikaw na kumikita ng pera, what happens then to your family? Syempre, pwede silang bumaba hanggang sa baba. But if there is life insurance, you have life insurance, yung coverage mo ang sasalo sa mga basic needs ng family mo. So you see, ang purpose ng life insurance is very critical, no? Lalo na pag ikaw ay hindi pa self-insured. That means na yung family mo mahihirapan kung ikaw ay mawawala, no? Mahihirapan sila financially. Then you have to get life insurance. So that's really the purpose of life insurance. So nung naintindihan ko yan, I realized I had to catch up, no? I had to get myself life insurance. But you need to know also how much life insurance you need, okay? So most people din na na-approach na namin, no, as a financial educator, madami kaming taong na-approach. When we talk about life insurance, sinasabi nila, ay, meron na ako niyan. No? So they have na life insurance, which is great. No? They have life insurance. No? Lamang sila sa akin. Kasi dati wala akong life insurance. Eh. But I did catch up. No? So some people will say that they have life insurance. No? But then still you have to dig further. No? Do you have enough coverage? If you want to know how much is the estimate of your life insurance coverage, you can use this formula, which is the income replacement formula, wherein yung annual income mo, imumultiply natin sa 10. No? So, example, you're earning 20,000 a month, times 12, that's 240,000 na annual income, times 10. So, that's 2.4 million. So, ito ang estimated na life insurance coverage mo dapat, no? Because if your family is financially educated, something happens to you, they receive this 2.4 million na life insurance mo, then they can invest it in a financial vehicle na magbibigay ng 10% yearly. So they get 240,000. They will literally be living on interest. Kasi itong 240,000, i-divide mo by 12, 20,000 pa rin yan per month. No, parang kumikita ka pa rin ng 20,000 para sa kanila kahit wala ka na dyan. Diba? So, that's what you call the income replacement formula. Okay? So, next is investments. Ayan, ito na. No? Ito na yung mga gusto ng lahat. Investments. Ang solution to what if you live too long. Okay? So, ang investment gumagamit ng compounding interest. So, if you are able to save 1,000 pesos per month and you invest it, no? Let's say, nag-invest ka sa apat, no? Tigwa 1,000 to. Annual interest, 4%, 8%, 10%, and 12%. No? So, nag-invest ka sa mga financial vehicles na yan. Kailan mo mararating ang 1 million? So, makikita mo na kailangan talaga ng panahon para magtrabaho ang pera para sa'yo. Diba? So, here, the higher the interest rate, no, syempre mas mabilis mong marating ang 1 million. Okay? mararating mo ang mas malaki din. So dito sa 12%, umabot pa siya sa 3.5 million. But then again, that's 30 years, right? So, if you can save more, like 2,000, for example, syempre, mas lalaki din yung potential ng 2,000 mo na marating. And if 5,000 ang kaya mong ipunin, after 10 years, no, more or less, umabot na ng 1 million ang savings mo. Okay, ang investments mo. But, of course, depende yan sa goal mo. Para saan ba yung iniipon mo? Diba? So, you need to know also kung ano yung investment goals mo para ma-match mo sa ginagawa mo. No? Kasi most people nag-i-invest sila just for the sake of it. No? So, if you're just investing for the sake of it, no, mahihirapan ka pa rin to achieve your investment goals because ang dami pong temptations out there, di ba? So may mga sale, may mga magagandang things, no? Ang dami-dami na nating magagandang things na pwedeng bilhin ngayon. So yung ipon natin is always in danger if hindi tayo nakafocus sa ating investment goals. Okay? So here I want to show you na itong pagsisave ng monthly savings na 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, no? Hindi po pwede na magpuput and take tayo, no? So, yung bang maglalagay tayo sa investment tapos kukunin, lagay kuha, no? Hindi pwedeng ganon. So, kailangan consistent tayo at long term ang pananaw. 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Kasi doon nyo po talaga makikita na lumalago na yung pera ninyo. No? So, you have to be consistent, disciplined, and looking long term. Okay? So for example, no, na nag-commit na kayo na mag-save talaga kayo monthly ng 1,000, 2,000 or 5,000 pesos, saan nyo siya i-invest? Okay? So here we will share with you two ways you can invest in the stock market. So the stock market has we can invest directly or indirectly. And what's the difference? Kung sa direct investing ka, ikaw mismo ang pipili sa mga companies na pag-iinvestan mo. No? So nowadays, madami na pong mga online stock brokers. No? You can open an account with online stock brokers here in the Philippines. Usually, they will require about 5,000 opening initial or 10,000 opening initial. No? And you can open an account with them. Then once you have an account with them, no, pwede ka nang pumili. Pwede ka nang mag-trade, no, sa stock market during trading hours. Okay, so trading hours is from 9:30 in the morning and until mga 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay, so ngayon that's now na pandemic, but nung before pandemic, that's until 3 o'clock na pwede kang mag-trade. Okay, so there in the stock market, you can buy the stocks that you want. No? So you decide when you want to buy, anong stocks ang bibilhin mo, when you're going to sell the stocks that you bought. Okay? But here sa indirect stock investing, no, balik tayo muna doon sa direct, no. Sa direct stock investing po kasi, no, one big disadvantage here is if ikaw ay busy and wala kang panahon na gawin ito, kasi nga sabi ko 9:30 to 1:30 lang, 'di ba, open ang trading floor for stocks. If you're working and busy ka, hindi mo talaga yan maatupag, di ba? But that doesn't mean you cannot invest in the stock market anymore. No? So you can use what we call indirect stock investing. No? And here we use mutual funds. No? So ang mutual fund po kasi is also investments in stocks. But meron na po tayong tinatawag na financial fund manager. No? So this fund manager, yan po talaga ang trabaho niya. No? So araw-araw, nakatitig lang siya dyan sa stock market niya. And he is trained, he is educated in what he needs to do, no? So that yung funds na minamanage niya mag-grow. No? So merong objectives yung mga mutual funds. No? They have objectives na yun ang tinututukan ng mga fund managers. Okay? So their job is to seize market opportunities within well-managed risk parameters. So tinitingnan na nila yung mga risk, ano yung mga opportunities, ganyan. They study those companies, okay? Para alam nila saan magandang mag-invest, no? So this is how mutual funds work, no? So lahat ng mga pera na hinulog ng mga investors, no? Kasi for example, ako nag-commit ako 5,000 sa akin. Si Cherry Ann nag-commit ng 2,000 or 3,000, 'di ba? And then si Jessa nag-commit ng 5,000, si Richard nag-commit ng 3,000. So lahat ng pera na 'yan, pagsasama-samahin yan siya, and then it will be pulled together by the fund manager and invested in different stocks, no? So madaming stocks ang pag-iinvesta niya kasi sama-sama, 'di ba? Yung investments natin, no? Pinagsama-sama niya. So once na naka-invest na 'yan sa mga stocks, and these companies then earn, no? So nag-generate sila ng income, part of the income will be passed back to us kasi we are the investors. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong share. Diba? We are part owners kapag investors tayo. Diba? So, syempre, pag kumita yung kumpanya, meron tayong onting kita. Diba? So, nakadepende na yan kung gaano kalaki ang share mo. Okay? So, that's how mutual funds work. And one of the good examples of a mutual fund in the Philippines is PhilEquity. And what I want to show you here is that here sa PhilEquity, makikita mo, madaming companies na siya naka-invest. Diba? So, naka-diversify na yung investment mo. You will see this is the top 10 holdings na pinapakita nila dito, and these are big companies, no? Kilalang kilala sila. Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company or PLDT, BDO, SM, so mga bangko, Ayala Land, Real Estate, Ayala Corporation, no? So these are big companies. So you are already invested in these big companies if you invest in PhilEquity. But there are of course more companies that they are invested in. Top 10 lang yung pinakita dito. Okay? So that's one benefit of investing in mutual funds, no? Diversified na yung investment mo. As opposed to kung directly kang nag-i-invest sa stock market, no? Isa-isa mong binibili yung mga companies, no? So meaning mahihirapan kang mag-diversify if you do that, no? If you do stock investing on your own. But if you do mutual funds, no? Diversified ka na kaagad. Right? It is also professionally managed. So alam natin we are in good hands kasi experts na yung nagmamanage ng fund natin. No? So kung tayo nahihirapan tayong mag-decide kung ano yung kumpanya na pag-investan natin na stocks, then we have the fund manager who can do that for us. Right? It's very liquid because anytime you can definitely pull out your investment. But of course, we don't recommend that you pull out until na makompleto mo yung iyong investment goal. Alright? It comes in many varieties, no? So mutual funds can actually also be invested not just in stocks, but also in bonds. So you can have a balanced portfolio. Okay? It has a low minimum investment requirement kasi for as low as 1,000 pesos, there are now mutual funds you can open for as low as 1,000 pesos. Okay? So ang minimum investment requirement nila to start an account is 1,000 pesos, while nagre-range to, no, from 1,000 pesos to 50,000 pesos. Depende na lang sa fund kasi may mga dollar funds din. So if you want dollar funds, medyo mas malaki ang investment requirement doon. It's very transparent kasi every quarter naglalabas sila ng kanilang fund fact sheet, and you can see, no, how your fund is doing. It has strong track records. It is safe and secured, and the gains are tax exempt. No? So ito yung isa sa mga pinakagusto ko kasi sa lahat kasi tinatax tayo, di ba? So kumita ka ng pera, itatax ka, no? Pero dito, pag kumita ka sa mutual funds, tax exempt yung kita mo, di ba? So you're able to save on tax, right? So that's one thing. And here in IMG, we are not mutual fund solicitors. No? So hindi tayo nagbibenta ng mutual funds sa IMG, but we do have partnerships with a lot of mutual fund companies, no? Because they recognize na yung ginagawa natin dito sa IMG is really to provide that information about mutual funds to the bigger public. And in this way, no, mas madami pong nag-i-invest sa kanila. Kaya they give us benefits. We enjoy benefits from our mutual fund company partners like PhilEquity, Atram, Sun Life, no, PAMI. So these are big names in the industry, and we get zero sales load. No? So zero sales load meaning na yung mga fees ng mutual fund, no? Kasi meron nga tayong fund manager, no? So meron talagang mga kaakibat na fees yung mutual funds na yan. But if you are an IMG member, mami-minimize mo yung mga fees na yan because we have the zero sales load benefits, no? So wala na pong napupunta sa mga ahente dyan. No, that's actually buong-buo yung iyong investment na pinapasok sa mga mutual funds. Alright? Kasi if dadaan ka pa po sa ahente, most likely may kakaltas dyan ng 2%, no, 1 or 2%, even 3% sometimes, no? And imagine you're doing that every month. For example, no, naghuhulog ka ng 5,000 mo or 2,000 mo tapos kinakaltas yung 3%, di ba? At the end of the year, malaki na rin yun, right? So, it's a great thing, no? It's a great benefit na zero sales load tayo. But apart from that, no, we also get free investment seminars sa ating mga mutual fund company. So kung meron silang mga bagong mga investment products, no, mga innovations in investments, no, tayong unang nakakaalam, no, because they will hold a special session for IMG members, di ba? So we're always in the know, di ba? Ayan. And then here sa long-term care, this is once again the solution to what if you live too long, di ba? Kasi dalawa yung solutions, investments and long-term care. So dito sa long-term care, na siguro hindi kayo familiar how it works. So let me explain this to you. So most of us are familiar with the health card, no, yung mga short-term health care. And these short-term health care, these are actually benefit natin, no, as an employee. So some companies, if you're working for your employer, meron silang binibigay na benefits sa kanilang mga empleyado na health card, no, yung ipipresenta mo na lang sa clinic or sa ospital and halos wala ka nang babayaran, di ba? That's the short-term healthcare. And this short-term healthcare, kaya din siya tinawag na short-term, no? Because number one, if magamit mo man siya or hindi, for that year na covered ka, the next year, magbabayad pa rin ulit si employer mo, no? So, TY na yung binayad before, no? So, kung kahit hindi mo siya magamit. Alright? So, that is how short-term healthcare works. And another reason why it's called short-term healthcare is because pag hindi ka na po nagtatrabaho dyan sa employer mo, no, wala na rin si short-term healthcare. So you cannot bring your short-term healthcare with you when you leave your employer. All right? So this is really something you enjoy as a benefit. And this is iba pa to sa PhilHealth, no? Ang PhilHealth required talaga na lahat ng tao na nagtatrabaho or employed, meron silang PhilHealth, no? And you can even do that on your own, pay for PhilHealth on your own. Pero itong short-term healthcare, this is on top of your PhilHealth pa, no? Benepisyo mo talaga yan as an employee, no? So minsan nga kinakaltas yan sa sahod eh. Pero okay na rin, 'di ba? Kasi meron kang coverage and itong kaltas na yan, no, it's actually less, no, yung rate mo dahil corporate rate yan, that's actually lower than if you will buy yourself short-term healthcare from the HMO company directly. Okay, so that's what we are familiar with, di ba? So mga MaxiCare, IntelliCare, ValueCare, no, yung mga care sa huli, di ba? So now ang long-term healthcare naman is something you have to get for yourself, no, in preparation for your retirement years. Kasi madalas nakakalimutan natin yung healthcare para sa retirement years, no? And pag retired na kasi tayo, syempre wala na yung short-term healthcare na benefit natin from our employer. But no, at this age, 60 and beyond, usually doon na lumalabas yung mga sakit-sakit natin. And that's when you need healthcare the most, right? So you need to prepare for it, no? Because also, even if, no, by the time you retire, may pera ka, you want to get yourself short-term healthcare, hindi ka na rin po tatanggapin ng mga HMO companies. Bakit? Kasi high risk ka na, no? You are 60 and beyond. No? Some companies will accept until 65, no? Short-term healthcare. Pero you will be hard pressed to find an HMO short-term healthcare na magbibigay sa iyo ng short-term healthcare coverage 65 up. Okay? Merong mga magbibigay ng senior care naman, no? So senior care is a more expensive kind of short-term health care and madami ng limitations. Meron ng participation also from the policy holder. Okay, so if you want to know more about that, you can also reach out to the person who invited you to explain it more. All right, but what I want to share with you now is an example of a long-term health care, which is something na considered as a healthcare savings account, no? Kasi isa talaga to sa kailangan talaga natin paghandaan, no, for retirement. Kasi lahat naman tayo papunta doon, di ba? Magre-retire tayo soon. And this is one of the things we really need to prepare for. And this Ultimate Kaiser Health Builder program is from our partner, Kaiser Health Group International. And this example is the K100 plan, kung saan 7 years kang mag-iipon for your healthcare, no? 7-year pay plan siya. And then you have different types of healthcare benefits, no? Depende on the phase of your plan. So dito sa the first 7 years, you have the accumulation period and you have already some healthcare benefits you can utilize, no? Here, hindi ko na iisa-isahin. And then here naman, from the 8th year up to the 20th year, no, that's the extended period kung saan meron ka pa ring healthcare benefits na may enjoy. Okay, but if you don't get sick, then that's actually better kasi mas tataas po, no? Naka-invest kasi yung pera na hinulog mo dito is invested as savings, no? Specifically for your healthcare during old age, no? In this example, 22 years old yung plan holder natin. So medyo bata siya nung kinuha niya yung plan, which means na at the 20th year when the plan matures, bata pa rin siya. 42 years old, expected natin nagtatrabaho pa, di ba? So, hindi pa niya kinailangan pero matured na yung plan niya and yung kanyang fund nag-grow na to 1.1 million. Okay? And then, pwede niya niyang gamitin yan for his healthcare. But since 42 years old siya, baka nagtatrabaho pa siya, no, meron pa siyang short-term healthcare sa kanyang employer, then ginamit niya muna yung short-term healthcare, hindi niya ginamit yung kanyang long-term healthcare so that by the time na nag-retire siya at age 60, he has more or less 6.4 million in healthcare fund. Diba? So, hindi na siya mahihirapan kung magkasakit man siya during that time, no? Meron siyang coverage, no? And if, for example, healthy pa rin siya at that time until age 65, no? Kasi iniwan naman niya yung kanyang savings with Kaiser. So Kaiser continued to invest that savings, no? At age 65, umabot na sa 10 million yung kanyang savings. All right? So if you want to know more about this very nice Kaiser Health Builder program, no, please reach out to the person who invited you para ma-explain ng maayos, no? Because this is also a very good level 1 investing dahil this is a 3-in-1 product which has investments, healthcare, and life insurance, no? So meron na siyang 3 out of the 5 levels ng iyong solid financial foundation na sinagot na ni Kaiser. But once again, no, this doesn't mean to say na pag meron ka ng Kaiser, hindi ka na, titigil ka na sa investments mo sa healthcare and life insurance. No? So this is really just to jumpstart your solid financial foundation. No? If you haven't really invested in anything, this is a very good level 1 investment. Okay, so now let me share with you about the IMG preferred membership benefits. So, ang IMG po kasi, it is, as a company, it is a brokerage firm. And lahat po ng mga members ng IMG, we enjoy benefits. So, all of us are members here in IMG. And financial educators as well. So, lahat ng financial educators are members. Okay? And we enjoy membership benefits. And ito yung iba sa mga membership benefits na nai-enjoy namin. So, we have lifetime na financial education, no? May access tayo sa mga financial products, training and support, no? Every day meron po tayong mga trainings, meron po mga available na mga webinars. So, before face-to-face, ngayon online, so mas madami po talagang trainings available. We can save money on various products and services kasi madami tayong partners. No? Being a brokerage company kasi, wala tayong sarili nating produkto. But we do partnerships with different financial institutions na sumusuporta sa ating financial education. And then we earn commissions also. We have the potential to earn commissions because we have a broker's license. Now, as part of our membership fee, we have a broker's license. So here you can learn and earn in the financial industry, right? So we have two types of membership, no, here in IMG. First is the basic membership. And let me tell you, no, ang dami na pong benefits. Over 50 benefits na po talaga yung basic membership natin. Nadagdagan pa yan recently. And there are some benefits na very specific to our OFW friends out there. But karamihan po talaga ng benefits natin is for those here in the Philippines. No? We have continuous na free lifetime financial education, my personal accident insurance, meron tayong final expense coverage with Fidelity Life, and may kasama na pong 1,000 pesos na initial mutual fund investment sa Soldivo at zero sales load. No, ito po yung na pwede nyong mag-top up dito ng tig 20 pesos. No? So wala na po talagang dahilan yung tao or yung ordinary Pinoy na hindi mag-invest. No? So this is really a way to help Filipinos invest regardless kung magkano ang pwede nilang ipunin. Then we have free unlimited consultation at Kaiser Medical Center, no? So mga general physicians, may discounts tayo and etc. Okay, so this is the first membership type. Meron din tayong tinatawag na associate membership, which is a more advanced type of membership na lahat ng basic membership benefits kasama dito, nadagdag lang po yung first installment sa ating Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare. No? So you get to open na rin your account sa Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare na first na level 1 investing natin. You can also have a second career as a financial educator if you're an associate member kasi you can already start earning commissions. Okay? Now, you can also own a business in the financial industry and you can qualify for free short-term healthcare. No? Kasi itong Kaiser long-term healthcare natin, iba pa sa short-term healthcare. So this is very beneficial, especially if you are work from home and you are freelance. No? So usually wala tayong employer na nagbibigay ng short-term healthcare if freelance tayo, di ba? So sariling kayod. But if you're an IMG member, you can definitely qualify for free short-term healthcare. Okay? So, ngayon, gaano ka mahal naman? No? Hindi naman mahal actually, no? Ang basic membership and associate membership natin are very affordable considering na lifetime po ang membership natin dito. Sa basic membership, that's 6,000 pesos. And in the associate membership, dahil kasama na po ang ating Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare, that's 12,382. Okay? So, just a note here, no, that we have a yearly accreditation of 1,500. Kasi like I said, meron pong kasamang broker's license yung ating membership sa IMG. Alright? So, ayan po, no? I hope na makita niyo po na this is really a very affordable membership that can change your life considering 50 na po yung benefits natin and every year nadadagdagan siya, no? And so what we want to happen here in IMG is to help you build your solid financial foundation, no? But as you know, sa lahat ng mga levels na to, kailangan mo kasi ng pera. Yun ang common denominator dyan eh. Kailangan mo ng extra. And if nahihirapan ka sa extra, no, you need to increase your cash flow. So kailangan po talaga na meron tayong maitabi na pwede natin ilagay sa mga levels na to. So that means we need to increase our cash flow. That means we cannot rely on our jobs, no, for us to be able to put money here, no. We can of course reduce our expenses, but we could also do both, no, para mas mapabilis po yung pag-achieve ng ating mga financial goals, right? So if you want to increase cash flow, IMG can also help you because of the business solution, okay? So this is our order of priority when we are building our financial house. We will help you do that here in IMG. Okay? So this ends my webinar. No? Maraming salamat po sa mga nakinig. And medyo shy talaga ang audience today. No? But still, I hope that you learned a lot today. And these are my parting words, no? So kung ano man ang inyong natutunan ngayon, no, don't sit on it. Kailangan you act on it. Kasi po sa financial education, pag hindi po natin in-apply yung natutunan natin, wala pong magbabago sa financial life natin, no? So attend ng seminar or webinar, no? But you don't apply what you learned, whatever it is your financial situation ngayon, ganun pa rin siya. Hindi siya magbabago. Diba? So, kailangan ma-apply mo yung mga natutunan mo today. No? And it has to be today, not tomorrow, not next year. No? Kasi next year, no, you will get older. No? Your children will grow older and enter college, and eventually magre-retire tayo, and we will stop earning active income. So what then? Diba? So you really need to act on it today. No? So kailangan siyang pag-isip. Retirement is really something that we need to think about years ahead. No? So yun ang hindi natin nare-realize because we are so caught up in our day-to-day activities that we don't realize na it's coming. No? That's why it's called a retirement crisis kasi madami po talaga ang nahihirapan na when it comes to retirement. Okay? So that's my last slide. No, maraming salamat again, and I hope to see you in more of our webinars and to really welcome you to our community here in IMG. So it's a very wonderful community to be with. It's very positive, and talagang tutulungan ka po to really give your best and to become the best self that you can be. All right. So thank you po. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.